It's funny because this has been one of the biggest questions on my mind for a while now. Volcano Bay is without a doubt one of the best water parks ever created. It's also one of the largest in the world, and the sheer scale and level of theming put into every inch of this park is something that simply cannot be replicated. While Disney had its fair share of themed water parks in the late 90s, Universal truly revived the concept in the late 2010s with Volcano Bay's grand opening in May of 2017. This park proved that water parks are still relevant in today's era. Water parks, I feel, have been fading from relevancy, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic, but they're definitely making a comeback. Universal takes great care of Volcano Bay and has managed to turn it into a must-do destination. Something that can't be said for most other water parks worldwide. Even the neighboring water parks like Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach, and Aquatica. However, here's the part that boggles my mind. Volcano Bay has now been open for 8 years, and in that time, they haven't received a single new addition. Since its debut, nothing has changed aside from a minor and arguably downgraded modification to Punga racers. Other than that, the park has remained the exact same since opening day. What makes this even more puzzling is that Universal still heavily advertises Volcano Bay. They promote it constantly, and don't get me wrong, the park is fantastic, but with its 10-year anniversary approaching, the lack of new investments is confusing. Since the pandemic, water parks have faced uncertainty, but why haven't we seen any new additions, and will we ever? To answer that, we have to look at attendance. Major investments always come down to profitability and consistent growth. The tricky part is that measuring Volcano Bay's attendance trends is difficult because of the pandemic's major impact on the water park industry. For example, Islands of Adventure, Universal's most popular park, saw steady growth from 9.5 million visitors in 2017 to 10.5 million through 2019, although attendance plummeted back down to 4 million in 2020. But then it rebounded back to its original in 2021 with 9 million, especially with the opening of Velocicoaster, and then hit a record-breaking 11 million in 2022. And then in 2023, there was a slight dip with 10 million, but it showed that it remained stagnant. Water parks, however, they took much longer to recover. In its first 3 years, Volcano Bay's attendance grew from 1.5 million in 2017 to 1.8 million in 2019. Then came the drastic 2020 drop to just 500,000 visitors. By 2021, attendance rebounded back up to 1.7 million, followed by a record high 1.85 million in 2022. 2022 has so far been the best year for Universal in the past 5 years. And since then, luckily, they've remained pretty stagnant. In 2023, Volcano Bay remained steady at 1.8 million. Essentially, since 2019, Volcano Bay's attendance has been the same. Not because of any fault of its own, but because the water park market isn't as strong as it once was. So this puts Universal in a tough spot. Do they continue operating the park as is, accepting the stable attendance numbers, or do they take the risk of making a major investment in hopes of a strong return on investment? Another challenge is that Volcano Bay is very landlocked. While there is room for at least one more slide, adding it would definitely be a tricky process, as that area is used as a storage lot for Universal. Still, for a park that's been open for nearly a decade, remains one of the most popular water parks in the world, and serves as a major marketing tool for Universal Orlando, it's surprising that no investments have been made. And when you look at it on paper, it's a water park in Orlando. Orlando gets stupid hot. The summer gets stupid busy. So why not? Especially when you have Disney that has basically given up on the water park market. They only operate one of their water parks at a time. They can't even operate both of them anymore. Aquatica Orlando is their only major competition, and that water park has actually been receiving consistent additions throughout the past 10 years, with their most recent being Tassie's Underwater Twist last year, and that was a big success for the park. So my prediction, I think we will see a new addition in 2027 for the park's 10-year anniversary. And honestly, if that doesn't happen, then a new addition to Volcano Bay seems increasingly unlikely. That said, Universal is finally showing some renewed interest in this park. Fans have been asking to experience Volcano Bay at night, and finally Volcano Bay Nights is debuting in 2025. It's becoming a reality. If Epic Universe turns out to be a massive success, it could generate even more revenue for Universal as a whole, making an investment in Volcano Bay way more feasible. So while nothing is confirmed yet, I think it makes sense for Universal to put money back into this park in the coming years. The good news, Universal has definitely not forgotten about Volcano Bay. They listen to their fans more than most theme park operators, so hopefully we'll see something new soon. But what do you think? Will Volcano Bay ever receive a new edition? If so, when and what do you think it'll be? To stay updated on theme park news worldwide and especially here in Orlando, be sure to like and subscribe as that is the best way to support the channel. And with that, this is Hunter from Theme Park Hunting, and I will see you all later.